Hi everybody. I have decided I got some new books. These are a combination of books I got as gifts, books I had bought before that did not make it with the shipment that came in February, and some new books. So I decided to reorganize my bookshelves. So I have way more books now, quite a lot actually. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to do the bookshelf organization video, and then when I'm done I will talk about, like, just show you quickly the books I got, like the new books I've hauled, because there are quite a lot and I cannot talk about them. Nah, there are just too many damn books.
Find table space, saving your social graces. Bow your head, that bias here. You and I, we're buying.
Found you when your heart was broke. I filled your cup until it overflowed. Took it so far to keep you close. I was afraid to leave you on your own. I said I catch you if you fall, and if they laugh then screw 'em all. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. Tell me how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high but too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, aim in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could live without me, thinking you could live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why. Thinking you could live without me, live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why. Hate love about 100 tries, just running from the demons in your mind. Then I took yours and made it mine. I didn't notice 'cause my love was blind. I said I catch you if you fall, and if they laugh then screw 'em all. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. Tell me how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high but too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, aim in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could live without me, thinking you could live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why. Thinking you could live without me, live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why. Yeah. You don't have to say just what you did. I already know. I had to go and find out from there. So tell me how's it feel? Tell me how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high but too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, aim in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could live without me, thinking you could live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why.
Woke up one Sunday morning, told my daddy I'm leaving home, going off to the city tomorrow, even though I don't know where to go. And daddy said, son, don't be a fool, 'cause life in the city is unbelievable. You could get broken on, you're just a little boy, and you may never find your way. And I say, I know I could get lost. I know I could get broken. Forgive me, Father, but I gotta take a chance, for I'm already gone. So just pray for me. Pray I find my way. Oh, forgive me, Father, but I gotta take a chance, for I'm already gone. So just pray for me. Pray I find my way. Oh, forgive me, Father, but I gotta take a chance, for I'm already gone. So just pray for me. Hello, Daddy, how you doing? Hope my mind's doing okay. It's been 4 years and 11 months now. Over there, I can pay together. Oh Lord, it was true what you said to me. Life in the city is unbelievable. Had to struggle just to get by every day, and I could barely find my way. Ṣùgbọ́n mo gbé mi lọ ṣìnà, mo rí pé alẹ́. Forgive me, Father, but I gotta take a chance, for I'm already gone. So just pray for me. Pray I find my way. Oh, forgive me, Father, but I got to take a chance, for I'm already gone. So just pray for me. Oh Lord, I'm in your presence, Lord. Take me as the end. I've searched chances, Lord, for I'm already gone. So just pray for me.
So my battery died while I was arranging the shelves. I was almost done, but it died like before I finished. So, well, I'm all done now because I had to charge it. I don't have a spare battery just yet. As you can see, my shelves are all done. Let me see if I can step back a bit so you can see the shelves in its entirety. At least as much of it as you possibly can. Sorry, that's my ring light. You can see. Okay, so the arrangements, right? I have my African type, sci-fi type stories at the top, of course, and then this is the paperback, the mass market paperback edition of Miss Bond that I'm meant to give to a friend. Oh god damn, my hands hurt. So new books, I got the Binti complete trilogy hardcover by Nnedi Okorafor. It is stunning. As you can see, there's a bonus story in there. Is anything new here? Nope. No. Let's move to the next shelf. Here I have my fantasy. Now this fantasy are like the first book or the start of like a series, so it's not yet complete. And the new books on here are Jen Lyons's Reign of Kings. I heard that it is quite queer, quite gay, so I'm hoping that that is true, because god damn, you can never get enough gay. And also because I heard that the story is kind of like iffy, so I'm hoping I like it. Nocturna, this gorgeous beauty over here by Maya Montaigne, I got in my Fairy Loot box, my April Fairy Loot box for Dark Magic. And I also bought fuck, those are my pins, but I bought Crown of Feathers by Nikki Paul Preto, which is gorgeous. Is there anything new I got here? Yes. Okay, I got Four Dead Queens by Astrid Schultz, and this square gorgeous spice Latinx book, We Set the Dark on Fire by Teo K. Mejia. It's apparently they're in a school where they're being trained to either become wives of like politicians or just like raise their children and all of that. And her family forged her documents in order to get her into the school, but then like the rebel group contract her to help them spy on her soon to be husband. Like it's a thing. And of course this shelf didn't change that much. It is still my Libadugo shelf. So my Six of Crows, the special editions, Six of Crows, King of Scars, Language of Thorns. Behind that is the Grisha trilogy, and we have Plushie Nikolai, who is looking gorgeous. And of course the pins I got in my Saints and Scars Illumicrate box. Down here I put together my J. Christoph, yes, and Amy Kaufman, which means of course when Aurora Rising arrives, it's going to be on this shelf. I'm probably going to move the Fever King, but this is my J. Christoph shelf, at least part of it. So Nevernight, and you can see I got, this is a tight fit, so I'm not going to remove it. I got Illuminate, Gemini, Obsidio, and I got Lifelike. Victoria Lee's Fever King. God damn, can I pull it out? Okay, yes. So I got the Fever King by Victoria Lee. This one, the guy apparently has the abilities to control computers, which is really cool. And then he goes undercover to try and like catch some prime minister, but then falls in love with the prime minister's son. Like, it's gay, the guy can control computers. I love it. And then I got the Book of the Ancestor series because you all know I'm a big fan of Nevernight, which should give you an idea that I consider assassins a really, really big deal. So I got the Mark of the Ancestors. So I'm not going to pull all of them out. Just this is the third most recent book that just came out. Only Sister. This is the third book. So I have them all. I have Red Sister, I have Grey Sister, and I have Only Sister. And apparently it's Assassin, and it is done very, very well. I can't wait. Okay, so let's go a bit further down my Sabata hair. And this, I didn't show this in my last bookshelf organization video because I hadn't bought it then, but I got the SH, and now it's all out of order. Fuck. Okay, so let me see. Sorry, I got the SH Acrobati books. So I have City of Brass, which is the UK edition because that cover is stunning, and Kingdom of Copper. Okay, and of course you can see my Laini Taylor and my Shadow Shaper series by Daniel Ozeolda. And then this was not in my last organization bookshelf video, but I got my Harry Potter books. So I got the Bloomsbury edition because the cover is stunning. I am currently rereading it. I'm almost done with Chamber of Secrets, so love it, love it, love it. And Blair of course got me this gorgeous Gryffindor, I say Gryffindor, Seeker Harry. And on this bottom shelf I have my Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. I have which of course you've probably already seen, but I also have To Best the Boys, which is all about this girl who wants to be a scientist. Really, really cool. I got that in my March Fairy Loot box. And then of course the Jota, Milk and Honey, Viper, which is all about this girl on the seas. Really cool. I got this in Fairy Loot box as well. New books I got Scythe and I got Thunderhead, both by Neil Shusterman. What is really pissing me off though is the fact that I did not know that the Scythe was a paperback and the Thunderhead was hardcovers, because like I like my series matching. So if I'm getting paperbacks, I get all paperbacks or all hardbacks. So this is really making me so pissed. And then of course you've already seen this. Now fuck, this fucking hurts. Okay, let's go to my contemporary shelf, right? I got Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds, which is all about this boy that, you know, is stuck in a time loop trying to get more time with the girl he loves. It's sounds so romantic and so cute. I can't wait to read it. Which other new books did I get? Okay, yes, I got the two Katie Kotungo no books. That's 9 Days and 9 Nights and 99 Days. I think 99 Days is the first book in the series, and then 9 Days and 9 Nights is the second book in the series. I also got gorgeous paperback editions for To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Ann, and of course P.S. I Still Love You and Always and Forever Lara Jean. I also got some Maureen Goose, so Since You Asked, I Believe in a Thing Called Love, The Way You Make Me Feel. Okay, so I got Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. You all know I read Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and I loved it, so I definitely cannot wait. I also got On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I've been looking forward to getting this book since it came out in January. I also got Norwegian Wood, which is my first Murakami, and The Ballad of Black Tom. Now this was recommended for me by Jessie of Bow Ties and Books, and I know they have really great taste in books, so I believe in their judgment and I know I'm going to love it. Next up is god damn, I got some Brittany Cavallaro. So I got a Question of Holmes series, so A Question of Holmes, The Case for Jamie, The Last of August, and A Study in Charlotte, which is the last book, I think. I also got Minda McGuinness's The Female of the Species, which apparently I heard it's a very dark theme, you know, has to do with rape and assault and murder, and I definitely want to read it. But okay, and I also got Girls with Sharp Sticks by Susan Young. Apparently these girls go to some finishing school where they are training them to be good women, but it turns out that it's all a lie, and I guess it's just all about rebellion. I cannot wait. I also got Interment by Samira Hamed, which is so fucking awesome. It shows exactly where society would go to if we do not curb, you know, all the Islamophobia that is going all around right now. And then I got Damn Fine Story by Chuck Wendig. I write, but I've not written anything in 2-3 years, so I'm hoping that would help me. So yes, that's that shelf. Now this is my African lit shelf all the way till we get to here at this point. So yes, I think I got two new African lit books. I got the Lakriboto Chronicles by Ayodele Olofin Tuade. I think it's all about somebody, like, I think a sister, right? Someone was murdered, right? Someone murdered his sister, and in order to steal from her and like take her inheritance, and then the women like kick back against it or something like that. Like, I can't wait. I've not read it. I don't even really know what it's that much about, but I have friends that read it, and I met the author and she signed it for me, so really cool. Another book I got is this book. I've wanted to read this book since I was in secondary school, which is like, what, almost 10-15 years now. Ben Okri's The Famished Road. It is apparently still based off of the old Ogbanji Abiku story of a child that, you know, a spirit child who comes to human land to torture his family and all of that, but except for the fact that the child in The Famished Road decides that he wants to stay. So that's what makes it interesting. Of course, I have some thrillers, and then I have my Neil Gaiman over here and Terry Pratchett. So cool. Next shelf is SJM, so Sarah J Maas. You have the Throne of Glass, you have the Akotar series, and then because the Akotar series is all like, okay, later part of this is Fae, so I turned this into my Fae shelf. So you have the Folk of the Air, the first two books in the Folk of the Air series, as Crow Prince and Wicked King, and then you have an Enchantment of Ravens, Huntress, and Hat. This shelf I consider my somewhat sci-fi shelf, so I got this, the Stephanie Meyer's series, also off of book outlets. It was like cheap, like, and of course this is Once and Future by Kapita and McCarthy. Now this book is so, this entire shelf is packed so tight, I don't want to remove it, but this is a King Arthur gender bend retelling, so I can't
author is Ari, and she's this badass girl. Like I can't wait to read it. I heard the rep is great. I know some people don't like it, but I can't wait to read it. I want to come to my own opinions and thoughts. So I also got Ignite the Stars by Stephanie Milan. Is it Stephanie? Yeah, I can't remember. But I got Ignite the Stars. Apparently, there's this very famous bounty hunter or like criminal that they're hunting all over the galaxy, and they're looking for this guy, but it turns out that this guy is actually a girl, and when the Federation discovers, they capture her and then they send her to some school, and it's basically all the case of, okay, what are her priorities, who is she going to be loyal to, that kind of thing. I also got The Weight of the Stars, which is gorgeous. K. Akram, it is gorgeous. This book is so fucking pretty. Oh god damn, I wish I could. Okay, let me see if I can remove it. Can I move it? Ouch. Okay, yes. Weight of the Stars, it's so fucking pretty, man. Like, K. Crumb, it's so cool. Apparently they're trying to help her get her mom back, something like that. Her mom went missing, and in trying to wait for a signal, the two women or the two girls start falling for each other. Like, it's queer, it's sciencey. I love reading all about women in STEM, even though I do not have any science inclination, but I love reading about women in STEM. I especially love reading about queer women in STEM. So yes, definitely. I have here, I got the Truth Witch, the Susan Dennett Truth Witch series. So I have Truth Witch, I have Wind Witch, I have Sight Witch, and I have the most recent book, Blood Witch. I have friends who really love it, so I can't wait to get started on this series. I also got the last, I don't know if you can see it because it's I also got The Last Namsara by Kirsten Ciccarelli. I got that, and I got The Caged Queen, which is the second book in the series. I got, like, Brittany the Bibliophilia really loves the series. It was one of our top series of last year, and I love her taste in books, so I was like, okay, I probably will most likely love it. And then of course I got the I got the Julie C. Dow's Forest of a Thousand Lanterns, because this is a Asian retelling of Snow White from the perspective of the evil queen, and it sounds like such a fantastic book. And then Kingdom of the Blazing Phoenix is the second book in the series, and this is now from the Snow White perspective. Not looking forward to it as much as I am Forest of a Thousand Lanterns, but you all know I love my villains and anti-villains, especially if it has a great backstory. And then I have Caught in the Darkness by Robin. This book is stunning. Let me see if I can. You need to see it in the light. Like, can you see it? That is one hell of a gorgeous book. Okay, so Caught in the Darkness by Robin LaFevers, which is all about, assassins and queer girls. Like, queer assassins make me so happy. And then I was told that apparently it's set in another universe, and that it's really good to have the other books in the other universe. So I got The Mortal Heart, Dark Triumph. As you can see, like, the covers, whoever does Robin LaFever's covers is like genius. And then Grave Mercy, it's just stunning. So yes, and now we come to this mega man over here. I want to see if I can step back. Would you be able to see it fully in its entirety? Yeah, barely, but yes. So I got the entire Cassandra Clare set of books. So Mortal Instrument series from City of Bones all the way up to City of Ebony Fire, and then I got the TID, the Infernal Devices series. So Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. And then I got, of course, the TDA series, which is Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows, and Queen of Air and Darkness. And then I got, because I like being able to have all this shit, and I don't know, like I told you, I'm the bitch that reads encyclopedias. I always love like additional stories that are not really connected to, they're connected but not like actual fiction stories. Anyway, I got the illustrated history of notable Shadowhunters and denizens of the Downworld. I have already started reading it. I love it. I also got the Shadowhunters Codex, which I also loved looking at, especially because like you can see Simon's notes, and he's so funny. Like, there's some stupid shit he writes in it that just makes me laugh. I also got the 10th anniversary, the 10th anniversary edition of City of Bones, because the art is stunning, and Red Scrolls of Magic, because that's the reason why I decided to get all of Cassandra Clare's books. I am a big fan of Magnus Bane. I watch the Shadowhunters TV shows. Magnus is the love of my life. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to let me read it. Let me follow this series, and then of course get Red Schools of Magic. So I did, of course, Brain Chronicles because it's Magnus's story, and Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. I think that's Simon's story, so I can't wait for that. Okay, let's go over to this part of the bookshelf. Thankfully, I'm almost done because my arm hurts as does my legs, and I'm starving. So, okay, so still coming back to Brittany the Bibliophile. She did talk extensively about Cinda Williams Chima books for last year as being one of her favorite series that she read last year, and that was the Seven Realms series. So I got the 4 books in the Seven Realms series, which is the Demon King, Exiled Queen, Grain Wolf Throne, and Crimson Crown, because goddamn, you know I love my fantasy. And then I also got this which is meant to be, that's the Shattered Realms series, which is apparently meant to be a continuation of the Demon Realms series. But this I got from book outlets because they were on book outlets, except for Deadcaster, which is the most recent book and came out last month, or is it this month? I think no. I can't remember. It was either this month or last month. I can't remember. Of course, you already know my visual, so no need to go into that. Okay, and then the last part of my shelf, at least for tonight, I got Parry of the Orange Tree. This book is massive and huge, and I cannot wait to read it. And it looks so pretty. Like, look at the way that dragon, look at the blue of that dragon. Isn't that stunning? Samantha Shannon, like, wow, I'm impressed, I'm in awe. Okay, and then the Orphanage of Gods. This I got in my Illumicrate box in February. I still haven't read the book. I don't know what it is about, but it has mythology and it has gods, so definitely I'm going to read it. I got the Library of Fate by Aditi Krona. Like, that artwork is stunning, and it's based off of Indian mythology, so I can't wait to read it. I also got the Devouring Grey. Like, you all had me, everybody was all like, oh my god, it's like Stranger Things meets the Raven Cycle, and I'm like, those are like 2 of my favorite shit in the world. Of course I'm gonna get it, and it is stunning. I cannot wait to read it. God damn. I also got Strange Grace by Dessa Grafton. Apparently it also kind of has some Devouring Grey feels / vibes, and I cannot wait to read it. And I got this gorgeous book over here, The Wicked Dip by Shay Enshaw. I have a lot of friends. This book, I think this book, it's all about witches, like witches that were drowned and then come back to start killing people in the town. Like, I understand vengeance, I understand revenge, and I can't wait to read it because I have a lot of friends who were like, this book made their best books of 2018 list. So I'm like, fuck that shit, I want that book. And finally, I got 1,000 Beginnings and Endings by edited by Ellen O and Elsie Chapman, which is a collection of 15 retellings of like Asian myths and legends. And I keep saying I love mythology, so I had to get it. And yes, that is my bookshelf organization and some sort of book haul video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you want to. I make new videos every Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I will see you soon. Until then, stay passionate, love books, love yourself. Bye.
Say, hey, we brought our drum, this is how we dance, no mistaking. We make our breaks if you don't like our